Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we made delicious yam and egg sauce. Let's get into it. So the first ingredients we have is your fresh tomatoes, your eggs. We'll be using 6 eggs for this recipe. Your fresh pepper. I like you to use red fresh pepper, and also your yam. Now first what we're going to do is to chop up the yam into your desired pieces, shapes also. Now I'm cutting the yam. Also, you want to make sure your environment is clean while doing this, because I like a clean environment. Now you chop off the bad side off from the yam. Now you want to repeat the same process. You remove the skin of the yam and put it in the bowl. Some yams are really hard to cut, but you just have to use a really strong and sharp knife to cut it well, because this yam was particularly soft. So after cutting, you can see it's properly cut. It's time for you to wash it. You wash the yam with clean water, very clean water, 3 or 4 times before transferring it into your pot. You have to get rid of the dirty water, the starch from the yam, as you can see. I seriously had to wash the yam more than 4 times because I really need to get rid of the starch. After washing, you transfer it to your pot. In the pot, you add your water. Make sure the water cover is above the yam in the pot. And you also add some small salt. After adding some small salt, you also add little water, and then you cover the pot and allow it to cook. After 15 minutes or 30 minutes, your yam is ready. Now serve it in a bowl. Yam is perfectly cooked. Now it's time for your egg. Now for your egg sauce, the first thing you want to do is to chop your fresh tomatoes. And you want to be careful with when you are cutting the tomato, because knives can really be sharp. This one almost cut my hand. Now cut them into pieces and set aside. And also for this recipe, I also use 10 tomatoes. The tomatoes are properly cut. I'll set that aside. And also I'll cut my peppers. I always like to use little peppers for my egg sauce. I like the tomatoes to be plenty. After cutting, you set aside. Now it's time for your eggs. To break the egg, use a spoon, heat the egg and crack it open. Repeat the same process for the remaining eggs. I also used onion in this recipe. You can take an onion and cut it into pieces. It depends on how much you love onion, but I do love onion a lot, so I used onion. Then for the egg, after cracking my egg, I added salt, and I'm going to stir them all together until they all come together. Now let's get into the making of the egg sauce. You add your groundnut oil to a dried pan, little groundnut oil, not too much, not too less. And then you first of all check whether your groundnut oil is hot enough by adding few onion, and then you add your chopped onion to it and mix it until it sautés for 2 minutes. Just stir it together. After it sautés, you have to add your chopped tomatoes and also stir it together. You can see how the color of my tomatoes is red and very vibrant in color. Keep on stirring until it mixes well, and then you add your chopped peppers as well, and you also mix them together. Keep mixing until it comes together. After a few minutes, it's time for you to add your eggs. Add in your eggs, just spread them evenly across the tomatoes, and then you wait for 2 minutes before you then begin to combine the eggs together. Now, as you can see, it's time to combine. Now you combine them together gently. Then you know that your egg start to form when you start to see the egg coming out. At this point, my egg has been formed. And then you serve your meal, and your delicious yam and egg sauce is ready. Bye guys.